The President Arce has sworn in new heads of the Army, Navy, and Air Force. We will speak online with our guest.
Agape Souls Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection.
Report, but we have to end now. We wish a very happy birthday to John Randolph and let you know about a job opening at Democracy Now! We are currently accepting applications for a director of development. Learn more and apply at democracynow.org.
St. Petersburg, 9 jams.
If it ain't one thing, it's another. That's right. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Broadcasting live here on 99 Jams, WUJM.
Reach your leads anywhere, anytime with GetZot Connector. As a marketer, you're always looking for new and innovative ways to reach your audience. However, with so many devices and social media platforms available, it can be a challenge to connect with your leads and potential customers effectively. This is where GetZot Connector app comes in. With our all-in-one marketing solution, you can engage with your leads on any device and through various channels quickly and easily. Let's take a closer look at how GetZot Connector can help you connect with your customers, improve response rates, and grow your business. GetZot Connector is a full-featured mobile app that connects you with your leads and customers through various channels like Phone Connect, voicemail drops, SMS, MMS, emails, and Facebook Messenger. This means you can engage with them on any device and through multiple channels, which is essential to effectively reach your audience in today's digital landscape. One of the best things about GetZot Connector is that it allows you to create multi-channel campaigns that are tailored to the specific needs of each subscriber. Your own AI bot to easily craft messages that resonate with your audience and increase response rates. Whether it's using Phone Connect to follow up with a lead, sending a personalized text message or email, or chatting with your customers on Facebook Messenger, GetZot Connector makes it easy to connect with your audience on multiple fronts. GetZot Connector also includes powerful data analysis tools that help you track user engagement, measure how your campaigns are performing, and get insights on what content resonates with your audience. This gives you the valuable data you need to tweak your campaigns so that they're even more effective in the future. Some common questions and objections we hear about GetZot Connector include: Question: is it easy to use? GetZot Connector is designed with ease of use in mind. Our app is user-friendly and intuitive, and our team is always available to help with any questions you may have. Question: is GetZot Connector expensive? Our pricing plans are reasonable and flexible, making it easy for businesses of all sizes to use our platform. Question: do I need any technical skills to use GetZot Connector? Not at all. Our platform is designed to be simple and easy to use, even for those without any technical skills. In today's fast-paced digital world, it's more important than ever to connect with your audience on multiple devices and through multiple channels. With GetZot Connector, you can engage with your leads and customers on any device, whether it's through Phone Connect, voicemail drops, SMS, MMS, emails, or Facebook Messenger. This means you can offer a personalized, tailored experience that resonates with your audience, increasing response rates and help you grow your business. If you haven't already, sign up today and start creating powerful multi-channel campaigns with ease.
Are you missing calls from customers? Missed call text back is the perfect solution for busy business owners who can't always answer their phone quickly. We'll instantly text back a response to anyone who has called and received no answer, so you don't lose out on potential leads or customer inquiries. With our service, you'll never have to worry again about valuable leads slipping through your fingers.
What they say, check this thing off. Hey man, go ahead and kick it.
Good morning. You are listening to King Jab, the voice of the people on 99.1 FM, WUJM, 99 Jams the Bird, Carafesta Radio. King Jab is the voice of the people. Call in and join us, please. Like, share, comment on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. Hop on the ride, y'all. Call us. 727-637-2416. That's 727-637-2416. King Jab, what you got for us this morning, brother?
Hey, man, I came in protest this morning. See, you didn't even know this. Yes, if you online, you see me, man. I came in, I got on my tank top with the juice stain, my little pajama style polo shorts.
Man, we
my
ready to go
slide
to work, man. We
Mix
work.
Max sock. Why I come here and protest? Because I was going to actually put on some clothes this morning.
Yes, sir.
And, bro, I can't nobody compete with you, man.
No, man, don't do that.
Nobody want to do that with you in the morning, man. I just said, man, you know what? I'll make more effort than just going unhard. How about that?
Don't do that now, but brother, look, we got to tell them, Jab, this is the sharpest, cleanest, coolest radio show in the land, man. Not just in Tampa Bay, but all over your airways, yo. We bringing it to them. Come on,
Hey,
King,
man, bro, you coming here talking about straight razor sharp every Thursday, man.
Oh, man,
and what y'all don't know is my brother actually sell this attire, y'all. I'm gonna have to, you know what I mean, get my closet straight. Now, I'm just trying to I'm trying to remove one more. I got 2 of the packs back. Now, when I get to 3, it's over with. Now I'm gonna start acting up. Now it ain't gotta be summertime.
Oh, man. I can say this, though, big brother. You are definitely living the talk. You are not a hypocrite, man. You said last year that this is going to be a year that's going to be focused on health and wealth, and you're going to start bringing that to the people. You have done that, bro, and I got to admit, from being here with you every Thursday, it shows, King Jack.
We ain't go stop, bro. We gonna turn up on that what you said exactly. Health and wealth.
Yes, sir.
Man, I done forgot what my topics was for today. Hey, man, shout out for my grandson, bro. My grandson playing football, bro.
How's it feel?
Goodness, bro. Listen. For those that know me, before I met my wife, I've never had a opportunity to raise any boys. I always had my girls. So for me to be able to, you know what I mean, do these manly things with him, and we had, like, it was a little pivotal moment, man, because they had just put on pads. And my man, like, right now, bro, like, I showed you the video. I ain't put the video on social media, bro. Y'all ain't finna be scouting my killer right now. Y'all,
because I'm telling you right now,
have no early film on this one right here. Boy, look at it.
Listen, they'll be doing the scouting reports, man. I saw the video.
Hey, listen.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Hey, listen. So, man, I'm walking around the field. He run up to me. He crying. They done ran him over. And he thought I was from the baby. I looked at him. I say, listen, let me explain something to you. I pointed outside the Lakewood field, all 31st Street, all in the interstate. I say, out here, I'm going to protect you against anything. But when you out here on this grass, you got to protect yourself.
Come on now.
Man, the next day he did what I showed you on the video.
Yeah, listen.
He went to go hard.
I'm telling you,
ain't
man.
getting up flexing on him. Like, so, hey, it's exciting, man. I just know it was a pivotal point in his life, and I was just happy to be able to share with him and to be the be able to recognize what was happening. Because a lot of times, like, things like this happening and you don't realize, like, dang, but it was like a pivotal point in this young man's life, and I did the right thing.
Right, yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So that's what we be called. We have to be conscious as the men around our young kids is we giving them the right play.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So,
King Jeb, I also want to tell you, man, just as from listening to, you know, we're the voice of the people. You're the voice of the people. I'm your sounding board. But the voice of the people echoes far outside the bounds of the studio. And, man, the individuals who came up to me after the interview that you gave with the individual running for the district.
Pete Bowling?
Yes, sir. The city council seat for District 5, right? District 3?
Yeah, 3? I think he's 3.
District 3.
Yeah.
Pete Bowling. Man, it was amazing. I said, you know, I don't know why people are surprised, man. We have intelligent, you know, black men who can sit and have an interview and a conversation in the political and business and economic realm, man. That's not nothing new for us.
Well, if you really go back and look at it, I know they just had a forum the other night with candidates. The most impactful candidate forums were the ones that we ran.
Go ahead now.
even on the last cycle, 4 years ago, it
Yes,
was
sir.
the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club forums that really pushed, you know what I mean, a
That's
lot
the
of
truth.
candidates. So I don't know. I mean, I understand why they would think that, but you got to realize that that's kind of like one of the reasons why we started doing this.
Yes, sir.
That's one of our main focus, but it's not something that we can focus on a yearly basis.
Mhm.
But one of my main focuses is absolutely giving our candidates these platforms.
Yes. Yes,
Because
sir.
I mean, if you go back and listen to what I said that we're going to proctor these people into
Mhm.
accountability.
Come on now.
So that's my only objective.
Yes, sir.
Like I told Pete, I told you, I mean, even in the whole play, how the whole week went down. I said, you got any questions? You sent me your questions. I said, I'm finna send them to him.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because I don't want it to be like, okay, we jumping out.
Right.
We ain't finna
Bushwhacking the man.
parachute out the air
Yes,
on you.
sir. Yes, sir.
I don't want you to come look bad. I want you to actually look at the questions and come here and give me something that I don't have to dig in on you, because
Right.
I will. For the people. Because
Yes,
if I give you the questions that we're going to ask,
Right. Right.
and you still come in here with that marshmallow fluff in the jar, it's a problem. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
we ain't going to do that for the people.
And I
So
definitely believe if anybody has not listened to the interview, please find it. Find the interview.
Mhm.
Find it on our Facebook page and find it on the YouTube
the Voice
page.
of the People does have a Facebook page. So
Yes, yes,
go
yes.
on Facebook, look up the Voice of the People,
Please.
follow the page, and hit them little 3 dots up there and send it to your friends so they can like and follow the page, because
sir.
we got to actually get the page up to 100 followers before we can even go live and put our show. So
And we will do that.
we are still on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page. We will remain on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page, but we'll also be going live from our Voice of the People page.
100%. 100%.
So-
King Jab, you didn't. Nobody expected you to, but you didn't. You didn't shake. You didn't. You didn't quake. You didn't break. And you didn't snap on the positions that you've held fast on, particularly on the Rays deal. By bringing that information out and making candidate Bolin answer those questions, prompting him to answer those questions, and he answered them. But you definitely did not sacrifice the position of the trust that's been placed in you as far as being an arbiter of the people's voice and the people's opinions to the individuals who represent them politically.
Only problem I got with that, bro, is at this point, none of our constituents that are our color have came to either of our platforms
yet. Yes, sir.
I'm going to mobilize the effort, and I'm going to send everybody the emails and the communication. We're open platform. We will like either you can come here or the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. It's your choice.
Right.
I'll probably be at both. Can't get away from me, but it's your choice. And I want everybody to come on here and really take our listeners and our community serious, because if you listen to what you really said, you was like, somebody came up and say, hey, man, I liked it, that interview. So that's something that I learned. I learned that I never know who's listening to my voice.
That's true.
So that's, my closing statement a couple of weeks ago. That's why I stand as the voice of the people. I got to remain the voice, because I don't know who's listening to me. So when I deviate from speaking from the side of the people, that means I deviate from being who I am. So that's not gonna work for me.
Right on. Yes,
that's
sir.
not gonna work for me. Okay, bro, listen. Let's transition, right?
Yes,
sir. What happened to my story, man? I must have deleted the page. Hold on, bro. Give me 1 second. White couple. White couple, right? Oh, a wealthy white couple accused of having black adopted kids as slaves.
Yes, I did see that.
Now, we're not going to read this story because it's triggering.
West Virginia, right?
Yeah, it's 2024. But I can say that the couple had 5 adopted children. But the 2 that were black were living outside in the barn and doing slave-like. So I think that I want to become a sentencing judge. I just want to do. You go through the
Yes, sir.
trial.
Go
then
ahead.
You got to go to King Jab for sentencing.
Well, we're gonna hold the court of King Jab right here on Voice of the People. What's your verdict, King Jab?
My verdict would be, I'm gonna go to Dubai with this. I think they need some lashes. I'm gonna bring out that steak. 40 lashes on your, yes, 40 apiece. Then you go in that shed. Go in that shed. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Going in that shed after you get these 40, I might have to get a cat of nine tails. But I might. Well, listen here, y'all. Man, let's stop playing with our kids, man. Please,
Definitely.
man. I take this very serious, man. When it comes to all of our youth, man, I take it very serious. And this story just, man, this is.
And check
Y'all
this,
realize
King
it's
Jab.
going to be in 2025? Go ahead, bro.
King Jab, they sold one of their homes to cover their legal fees. So these were people who owned more than one home. They sold their home to cover their legal fees. So it ain't like these were poor individuals. We're not talking about people who were poor.
We're finna make a play.
Yeah, we're talking about individuals who understand how exploitation works at the root, which is get it for free and exploit it all you can. And that's the sad reality that America taught the world, how to enslave people and how to become the richest people on the planet by so doing.
I'm finna switch gears because we got to do the book of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't say this.
It's tied. The book of the day is tied in.
So perfect segue.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't say this. Me and my wife took the course to be adoptive parents.
Yes, sir. Outstanding.
When you go through these courses and you're dealing with it, because we had adopted kids for 2 years. When you go through these courses and you see what these kids go through, you have to be a cold individual to get these kids knowing they need love and subject them to what they was already going through.
That's the truth.
So that's just, we're going to move on. So book of the day, y'all. If I'm going to send the text, don't worry. I'm going to say, if anybody know Tonio the Barber, MB, y'all tell him, man, he need to drop the cash out. You need to renew your
sponsorship.
You need to renew your sponsorship,
or
bro.
we're going to be sponsored by We Feed the Hungry. Book of the day is going to be sponsored by We Feed the Hungry Incorporated.
Matter of fact, the book of the day is sponsored by We Feed the Hungry.
Listen,
but we go shout out to the Competitive Readers Coalition.
Yes, we can dig it. We can dig it.
The Competitive Readers Coalition. You go to the Facebook page and join. This is what used to be the Barbershop Book Club. It's now the Competitive Readers Coalition, and it is now co-sponsored. The book of the day by We Feed Hungry. We Feed the Hungry.
Yes, sir.
So let's jump into the book of the day, man.
So the book of the day is by Nancy Eisenberg, the individual who wrote The Problem of Democracy. The book is titled White Trash, the 400-year untold history of class in America. Normally, I like to give my own summary, and I'll give a brief mention, but I think that the summary on the opposite cover of the book really covers exactly what this book hits on. It says, surveying political rhetoric and policy, popular literature, and scientific theories over 400 years. Nancy Eisenberg destroys assumptions about America's supposedly class-free society, where liberty and hard work were meant to ensure real social mobility. She uncovers instead the crucial legacy of the ever-present poor white trash and the deeply entrenched class system that dates back to America's colonial roots, where a disposable white underclass was the price of doing business. We have long acknowledged racial injustice as an ugly stain on our nation's history. With Eisenberg's landmark book, we will have to face the truth about the enduring, malevolent nature of class as well. King Jab is very important.
Okay, break it
very
down.
important. As American Africans, as Black people, we understand what class means. When you listen to Chairman Omali Yeshitela,
who was on the Breakfast Club this Monday, y'all.
Shout out.
Go back and watch that interview, Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Go ahead.
You 3. and all political prisoners. So when you listen to Chairman O'Malley Yusha Taylor, he'll often say that African internationalism distinguishes itself because it is the belief of the African Revolution being led by the African working class. But if you don't know what class is, then you don't know what the working class is. Class is a group of society that shares interests, economic, social, and political. That's what a class is. Now, when people try to understand race, it's very clear. Usually it's optical. A person is a certain race if they look a certain way. But class is a distinction that unites far more people than it divides. And the reason why you don't know it is because you were never taught it in school. You were never taught class consciousness in school.
Okay.
Very quick, King Jab, just a real quick breakdown of the words. We talk about economics. And when people talk about economics, they're usually talking about money, right? Economics comes from two Greek words, oinko, which means home, and nomiko, which means management or training. Economics just means how the home is managed. That's it. And that can apply not just to money, but that can apply to how the home is managed socially, how the home is managed politically, how the home is managed psychologically, how the home is managed religiously, ethnically. All of these are parts of economics. And the reason why class isn't taught is because in the system that we live under now, capitalism, which is our economic system, and I always say, if you don't understand capitalism, what it is and how it works, everything else that you think that you understand, including race and racism, will only confuse you. Capitalism is the system, meaning it's not isolated. A system means something that has many parts that work together. Capitalism is a system that divides people into classes. One class of people are the individuals who own, King Jab, what's called the means of production. That's a fancy phrase that means that which can make something else.
Okay.
All right. And then you have people who then sell their labor to people who own the means of production. When I say sell your labor, what that mean? I mean, you go in and get your wage, right? You go apply for a job. You tell them that you want to work a certain job and you agree on a certain pay. That means that you,
the newest form of slavery.
Come on now. You're selling your labor power to someone who has things that make things. Let's use McDonald's, King Jab.
Ooh.
Nobody who works in McDonald's owns the burger that presses, the machine rather that presses the burgers. McDonald's owns the machine that presses the burgers. The people who work at McDonald's sell their labor to the people who own the machine that press the burgers. So the people who sell their labor are workers, and the people who own the machines are capitalists. The system is set up like this. If a capitalist sells a product, let's go back to McDonald's. If McDonald's sells a hamburger for $5, King Jab, that means in that $5, they've already covered the cost of producing that hamburger and making that hamburger. And that means, and they've already covered the cost of individuals working to make that hamburger.
Labor.
Right. So they've covered labor and they've covered production. Everything that's left after that hamburger is sold is profit for McDonald's.
Absolutely.
Not for the laborer.
Absolutely.
Because the laborer is considered just as much of a product as the hamburger.
Okay.
So they've already added that in. So everybody who works at McDonald's, just using it as an example, is of the same economic class. Even if they're a manager. The key is to fool them into thinking it because they're a manager in a different class. No, you're just overseeing.
We just gave you a horse.
The machines. That's all. We gave you the keys. You know, my father used to always say, the N word with the keys is the one that people want to be. He ain't the boss. He's just a nigga with the keys. Yeah. Right. So you give somebody some keys, then you change their class consciousness. So these are the things that go into making class. What Nancy Eisenberg is saying is that for the majority of American history, people who we call white are disposable products of a working class that's been exploited by people who own capital from day one. And because they don't know that, then they get fooled into believing that because they're white, that means they got some juice in society. When they're just the first people who are exploited. Police kill more white folks arbitrarily than anybody in America. There are more white people on public assistance, be it welfare, be it farm subsidies, be it any kind of public assistance. SNAP, almost definitely. More white people receive affirmative action than any other people in the United States. But when they put it behind the gaze of whiteness, then they take away the class consciousness. So what Nancy Eisenberg is saying is that if you are white in America, the probability is you qualify to fit the category of white trash. A concept that was invented by white people.
Well, for y'all, okay, hold on, stop. So for my listeners, right, that, you know, I know my brother is very linguistically up there for us, right? Let me break it down to you real quick, then we're gonna move on.
Yes, sir.
I don't even know if I can say.
Don't risk it. Don't risk it, King J.
So basically, bro, what he telling y'all is you going to Johnny and getting 100 pack.
Oh man.
I'm trying to never mind. I'm trying to bring I'm just gonna go for it. Hey y'all, so my next segment, I'm trying to, because I can't give this to y'all.
Break it down, King J. Break it down. Break it down.
I'm gonna go on to the next.
King J said, unless you're getting it from the ground, you ain't no boss. You'll work.
Thank you. If you ain't really, you're gonna have to get on the little boat and go through the jungle, man. And get into the... All right, man.
Hey, bro, you just right there and gave the best economic lesson that people have probably gotten all of their economic classes that they took as a senior high school.
I had to get on the boat and go.
You got to get on the boat and get it yourself from the jungle, man. Wholesale.
Okay.
Yes,
on the farm, man. With the AK in your face, man, in the negotiations, man. Hey, anyway, man, this is not a movie.
Man.
This is not a movie, bro. This is all real life.
Voice of the people. The only place that you're gonna get this on your radio, man. We got to tell you. You know.
Okay, so I think that I'm gonna have We Feed the Hungry sponsor my new segment also. Okay. I got a new segment called Hey, Look at Me, I'm Stupid.
Go ahead, King Jab. Sponsored by Dream the Jeweler and We Feed the
Sponsored by Dream the Jeweler and Ink the Biz, man. I knew called Hey, Look at Me, I'm Stupid. A Metro Atlanta judge arrested outside a Buckhead nightclub after allegedly hitting a police officer has lost her job in response to 30 ethnic charges brought by the Georgia Judicial Qualification Commission. Douglas County probate judge Christina Peterson, 38, has been fighting judicial misconduct allegations since she was elected to the bench in the uncontested November 2020 election. Hey, y'all remember we was talking about the going through the ballots and how we did the amendments, how we gonna go back to it. So we're gonna go through the judges also, y'all. We're not gonna leave that out. We're not gonna leave that out. It said in late March, they had a panel recommended that she was removed from office for systematic incompetence.
Yes.
I need to find. So I got the story, right?
Yes, sir.
No, that wasn't it. It wasn't nothing correct. I had a video too, but I don't know what I did with it.
Okay. I apologize.
So I sent it to my son, right? Mm-hmm. And my caption in the video was, 6 to 10 years of school,
Mm.
of college schooling, all ruined in one turn up. Because she was at the club drunk. Acting stupid.
Drunk, yeah.
Acting stupid drunk.
I did see the video of her getting
Yeah, now you in the police car, you steady acting stupid and drunk, you talking crazy, and it's just that one moment
That's it.
of bad decisions. Man, hold on, stop. For one, you black. For two, you a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
So you already got you're standing under way higher qualifications than anybody else. It's bad enough that you black. It's worse that you're a black woman. So you have to face certain things that other people won't face. That's just what it is about life. So for you to think that it's no coming back from this, you don't get the opportunity that other people would get when they make this mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You know, judges get DUIs and go to treatment and be back on the bench in 6 months. You're not going to get that leisure, young black lady.
Yeah, and you got to also understand, I mean, I know she was inebriated. She was definitely drunk. But you got to understand, King Jab, and I don't know why people don't get this. Anytime you deal with the state, meaning any kind of force with guns and prisons made up of people who come from the people but stand above the people that we call police officers. King Jab, you always on camera. You can't cut up nowhere. You're always on. They're always watching you.
Even when you, it's like, that's a gimme. But it goes, like, you don't even have to be in that big a position. You can be in a local spotlight. You can have social media influence. It's the same thing. Everywhere you go, it's on camera. Everything you do is subject to be on camera.
That's the truth.
So my thing is, for one, I don't think she went to this club by herself.
She did not. Actually, King Jab, she got involved in the fight, standing up for somebody else who was fighting.
So at what point do I say, damn, man, Donnie a professor, I can't have, man, come on, man, let's go, bro. I can't have my dog out here in this foolishness because I'm out here wilding. I got to respect his professional situation.
Right on.
You know what I mean? Because I know if I wild out, he go wild out, then we got to explain this later on. You know what I mean? So at what point does this happen?
When you don't have men around? Nah.
Okay, so let's say when you don't have a man around, because all these men ain't men.
True.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta have a man around, like a man.
Yes,
like
sir.
so, but I still feel like even with your homegirls, if this was a man groping her up and trying to get him in the car, get her in the car. What would your actions be then? You insulate. Hey, girl, come on, boom. It should be the same effect.
Yeah, I
it should be the same. Hey, girl, come on, boom, boom. Put my arm right, man. Come on, get in this car. Let's go.
Yeah, be especially watchful at night during times of meeting. Yeah, that's the truth, bro.
So I just don't. I think that the thing that we got to look at is we don't get that grace, y'all.
That's the truth.
We, you, us, me, we will not get that grace. Okay.
100%, King Jab. You're right. But King Jab, we also got to understand that, you know, if you're going to go out and drink and party, somebody got to be sober. Somebody got to be drinking water.
Or somebody just got to be in. Somebody got to be the voice of the people.
Come on now. Somebody got to be the voice of the people. Bro, you know, when you hustling, you trying to make a deal and that man keep pouring you drinks. You know, his drinks watered down, man. You know, he didn't win half and half. It's a reason why individuals try to, you know, in vino veritas.
Yeah.
And why, you know, individuals show their true self. So if you know that you're going to be out, you got to have somebody with you that's not a drinker, that's going to keep a sober mind, that's going to get you in and out of them situations.
Man, that's crazy you said that because, man, when we used to go out, like, I shout out to my sister Swella. She can confirm this.
Fam.
But we had got to a point, bro. We was wilding so hard that I used to literally say, okay, we're going out Saturday. I'm gonna rent us a limo, man, because we're not gonna drive. None of us finna drive back from Tampa, bro. Like, we ain't finna play that. Because, boy, we finna go in there and buy 7 bottles and get everybody that walk by us drunk.
Right.
If you walk by, you get a drink. So, yeah, I mean, like, you're right. That was a conscious move we made. But, man, let's slide off of that, man. I got a Voice of the People announcement.
Yes, sir.
Seen this video. It wasn't an article, it's a video, but I know this property very well. 2400 15th Avenue South.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
I believe so.
15th Avenue, the big building, supposed to be a drug rehab resource.
Yes, sir.
I've never seen, man, I went in that office, I've never seen, they got Narcan in there like Scarface them had kilos in the safe, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen this much Narcan, but the video showing the conditions of this property. I think it's a two-sided play. I think that the company that's running the property management, y'all really exploiting the neighborhood. If y'all getting people money, it's no reason why it shouldn't be up to code, exposed wires, rat infestation, trash in the back. Just the video shows multiple code violations. And I've been there, so I know. Like, when last time I went in, it was maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. It was a job fair we was doing at the foundation. Man, it was a wire coming down almost the height of my car. I'm like, this was back then. And I didn't go to the units, but if your office is deplorable,
that's it. Home.
What about the unit? You ain't got to tell me about the unit.
Home management. That's economics, King Jab.
Yes. There you go.
That's economics. Home management.
So, Voice of the People, my problem with this. It's people getting funded. It's people getting a lot of money.
Go ahead.
It's people getting salaries and checks cut to pay their bills and support their lifestyles. And it's some things that's supposed to be going on in this property that's not happening. So those that are getting a direct deposit every 2 weeks, y'all should be ashamed of yourself, and y'all should get that together. And this is the reasons why we have to be proctoring.
Go ahead.
These people to accountability when they running these programs in our community. Because if y'all ain't holding it right, you got to realize you putting this thing has about 50 units, man. So there's maybe 100, 200 people that are currently or former drug addicts. They need to be in a situation where we don't want to be drug addicts.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
sir.
An infested building only makes you want to
escape.
Okay.
Go ahead, big brother.
Man.
And I tell you what, King Jab, and we have to say this, but if you are not in front of the problem, meaning if you're not contacting us at 727-637-2416 and you are involved in this process, please know that we're going to make assumptions.
So
please know that we're going to make assumptions. And the assumptions are that you have received resources for this, and for some reason you sitting on them.
Let's double down.
Go ahead.
All right, you put down the 8 of spade, I got the 10. So let's say the beginning of the work week, Monday, right?
Yes, sir.
Code enforcement. Y'all stop messing with Granny them and going to Granny them house and writing them salutations, and all 5 or 6 of y'all go around here to this building and find out what's up.
Put my name on this when this is
this Monday morning, right?
King Jab, hold on. Monday morning.
Yeah.
Code enforcement. This is Your brother Donnie the Professor, the intellectual gangster, that's telling you this if you're not getting paid off. Go ahead, King Jab. Go ahead, King Jab.
I can go deeper into that.
Listen.
Because I've caught wind that the dude that's the head. See, these people get mad at me, but I say that like if I say something on this radio, I show them say it in your face.
Yes, sir.
That's just how I roll.
Come on now.
But I caught wind of how the director of the code enforcement was bragging how he got a property only cost him $60,000, $500,000 property. Anyway, that's their plan.
Come on now.
That's the plan. So if y'all taking properties, if y'all are at our people's neck, if y'all are following up on reports, man, all y'all need to be over there.
Come on now.
Monday morning. And we want a full report. We the taxpayers, give us a report. What's happening? Investigate these claims. Go see what's going on. How many violations is it? And we need to talk to the property management company.
That's it. Sunshine City, shine some light on it. Keep it going, King Jab.
Yeah, they don't want none of this, bro. Hey, man, listen.
If you're not corrupt.
Let me explain something to y'all, bro. Open your eyes. You talking about corrupt.
Abran los ojos.
Open your eyes. The Satan, Deaf Satan, y'all Governor Deaf Satan, signed a bill allocating $20 million for boosting security in Jewish schools. Governor Deaf Satan vetoed a bill for a Florida ex-inmate residency bill. So that's saying that if you're an inmate and you're trying to get a college course, you know that Florida residency helps you a whole lot out on what you got to pay.
Most definitely.
And now they don't want to give you residency, but they holding your body and your car. No, man.
For representation purposes too, King Jab, because whenever they count up these individuals, when they go to allocate,
every day they count them up, and that's when they check get cut.
That's when they check get cut, bro. They constitute population of areas in which they cannot vote, in which they are not citizens. So that's why you have places like South Bay. That's why you have places like the areas that surround Coleman and Rayford that don't have big populations, being able to count in the individuals that are incarcerated in those areas in Escambia County and Hamilton County and in these small areas, Indian River County, and they're able to count the individuals that they have holding incarcerated as slaves as property. That's the 3/5 compromise, King Jab. That's counting these people as 3/5 of human beings.
Oh, well. They count you as 3/5 of a human being until you're incarcerated. Then you one whole one. You's a whole one then. You 3/5 until you got that number.
That's the game.
And yeah, because boy, we not finna count 5 of y'all for 3. It's not gonna no.
Yes, sir. That's the truth. Bro.
That should be legislation.
Yeah, I was using hyperbole. You right.
So, Deaf Satan signed a new bill for them to educate the kids on communism.
Go ahead now. And
Disney World, Florida goes dark.
King Jab, I had to teach that class. It's called Victims of Communism Day. I had to teach that class. Teach that class.
Okay.
But you want to know how I taught it?
All of this. No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. How you taught it?
I taught it. I said, the victims of communism were the Nazis, because the Soviet Union lost 24 million people fighting them, and the Soviet Union was a communist state, socialist state. The victims of communism were the Chinese fascists, led by Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek, the individual who was overthrown by Mao Zedong during the founding of the People's Republic of China. The victims of communism were the Cuban racists who decided that they wanted to systematically murder 12 million black people at the turn of the century, when after 1959, when Fidel Castro made racism illegal. The victims of communism were the right-wing individuals who decided that they wanted to work against the Sandinista movement in Nicaragua and in Central America when they were making people get disappeared. So if you want to talk about the victims of communism, Hitler was a victim of communism.
What?
Mussolini was a victim was a victim of communism.
So let's do this here, right?
Go ahead.
It's the mere fact that you can even teach on this.
Come on now.
Because you can't teach on Fred Hampton.
No.
You can't even teach on Martin Luther King no more.
A communist.
You can't.
Martin Luther King, a socialist.
You can't teach on
A socialist. Malcolm X, a
that
socialist.
this man is putting bills in for extra security, and to tell the teachers that they gotta educate kids about the Jewish Holocaust and the comment, but you can't even speak on Barack Obama.
No, not at all. Because Florida is where woke goes to die. But King Jab, that's why
you can't even teach your child cannot be taught in class about Barack Obama, y'all.
Come on now. But you know what I do with that with King Jab? Yeah. What I ask educators to do is be creative. If you're going to be an educator and you know you're going to be on the inside, you have to make your voice count. So either you can teach it because the book don't tell you how to teach it, it just tell you what to teach. Trust me, I know I had the book. So if you're going to teach it, teach the truth. If you're going to teach things like when they say that you have to teach right now, King Jab, how African people benefited from slavery. You have to teach that in Florida schools right now. So you know what I taught?
What?
Slavery is what taught African people how to poison their slave masters. Because if they didn't have slave masters, they would never know how to kill them. So slavery taught African people how to revolt. Slavery taught African people how to take up the gun, how to take up the sword. Slavery taught African people did benefit, but they benefit in learning just how to destroy slavery. See, King Jab, that's the kind of stuff that had my colleagues mad. I had to move to college after that. I couldn't teach no more high schools. They ran me up out the high schools for teaching in that manner. But yeah, you can. Slavery did. Black people did benefit from slavery. They learned just who their enemies were. They learned who their enemies were that looked like them and the enemies were who worked against them. But you got to be creative, King Jab. You can't go in that thing defeated. Think, oh, man, we got to teach this. Now we got to teach it. Black folks learn how to sew during slavery. Or they learn how to cook. Now, they knew how to do all of that. What they learned was how to poison your babies and you not know it. What they learned is how President Jefferson, President Washington, President Madison, President William Henry Harrison, President Zachary Taylor, all managed to die mysteriously in the White House. And all. Come on, bro. Come on. They don't teach that part, see? So you got to learn. Get the lesson and flip it. Make the man's words work against him.
Hey, man.
That's the game.
My whole point is, right, look at what's happening, y'all. This man is leading our state tyranny. I had so many other articles. He turned down the school lunch program for your kids to eat. He
cut funding for arts.
Cut funding. I just had a conversation with Senator Roos on the arts community is up in arms because he cut all their funding.
That's true.
He's leading our state in tyranny. So look at how this man is operating. He's operating in the manner of one of y'all favorite people, how they operate. And they operate in the same manner so bad, Bush, they can't get along.
Come on now.
And that's him and Donald Trump.
That's it.
So look how this man running to Florida. And then consider when you go vote, how this man go run the country.
Come on now.
And I really don't, it's a presidential debate tonight. I really don't want to go into all of that there, but I can say this here.
Yeah, who's it sponsored by? Who's the president?
It's sponsored by hold on, what's that insulin, Big Tarvey?
Sponsored by
the insulin patch.
It depends.
The diabetic patch. AARP.
Depends.
And the original formula being Gates. And the original formula, it's that original formula got the same smell. So, when you think about that, man, like think about, is you really gonna put the people that felt they had the nuts to raid the Capitol back in power?
Come on now.
A lot of blog sites, a lot of TikTok videos. Y'all know these white people preparing for Civil War. Y'all ain't see the movie Civil War? You know they show us in the movies what's finna happen, right? Okay.
That's how propaganda works. But King Jab, if we just may briefly talk about the presidential election, and talk about something that you brought up speaking last week with the individual candidate Bolin that people miss sometimes. You went down the ballot and you read the amendments and the initiatives, and you read the things that were supposed to be put in as laws, statutes, and policies.
And we're not done.
And we're not finished, right? And you're going down the ballot, King Jab, because you recognize that presidential check mark is one piece that's supposed to sway you into believing that everything else is not important. King Jab, oftentimes, black people are told that we have the power to swing elections. We're roughly between 11 and 13% of the population. Let's go 13%. All right. 6% of that 13 are black men, and 7% of that 13 are black women. Meaning if you take randomly throughout the nation, the country, 100 people, 6 of them will be black men. If you fill a room with 100 people, 6 of those people, if you go by numbers, will be black men by relative ratios of people who are there. 7 will be black women. There aren't even enough black people to be electors for a state to throw the electoral college. We don't have the numbers nationally. What we have is the influence. So now you see the courting of black people by the Trump administration, right?
Oh, they had a whole barbershop talk for the Blacks for Trump in Atlanta with band cards and all that. And he didn't even show up. He called in on it. Call in.
Come on now. And the funky thing is, King Jab, it always leaves us either elated or deflated after an election. They say, okay, well, Joe Biden won. Why? Because black women voted him in. No, not the case at all. There aren't enough black women to throw an election nationally. What there are is enough black registered voters to throw local elections. So what they do is they take the focus off of local elections and make you think about national elections. That's how political parties work, and that's how they get you. And they get you that way because they want you to believe that the most important thing to vote for in 2024 is the president of the United States. When you have one pre-octogenarian and another pre-octogenarian getting ready to run to see whose depends can get filled the first. Meanwhile, local and county and state judges and politics are destroying people left and right. You still worrying about the president. How often have you heard people say the school board debate?
Man, listen.
County commissioners. When was the last time you heard a county commissioner debate or sheriff?
We definitely should have got rid of our sheriff.
That's propaganda, bro. And it leave us, Jab, thinking, King Jab, it leave us believing that somehow, oh man, we let everybody down because we didn't vote for the person who won when we didn't actually have that power anyway. So we feel dejected and say, well, next time I'm just not going to vote for sheriff, for school board.
That's crazy.
Come on now.
That's why we're going to give them the information.
That's the game. Yes, sir.
Man, I don't want to talk about no politics no more, man. Let's talk about what we was talking about before we talk on Game on Air, man. You ain't heard this new Dog Pound album, man. I'm so disappointed.
I ain't heard it, bro. I ain't heard it.
Listen. So, first thing, did you listen to the song I put in the chat? The What Would You Do?
Yes.
So that just was my vibe last week.
Okay.
Boy, if you can mess with me or my crew, what would you really do? Can't. You can't, so don't even think about it. You know what I mean? So
Teddy Torelli, man, and Steve Roberts got a new one out too, though. And it's vibe, bro. It put you in the old Luciano vibe, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. So shout out to the family.
Yeah, man, listen, I listened to the Dog Pound album. You asked me a question. Was Corrupt back?
It's Corrupt.
Yes. I know I'm going to say he's an elder statesman, but he's 95% of what you're looking for.
Right on.
He ain't New York corrupt, but he's still corrupt.
He's still corrupt, huh?
Man, my dog came through and stepped on the buildings, man. Like, I never forget that moment, bro, as being a West Coast man and witnessing this man put this song out. And you got a whole state of man, you got Nas, Jay-Z.
Yeah, man. Big at the time, because Big got the set shut up. Remember that?
When he dropped that New York, everybody tucked tail.
Shout out to Corrupt, man. Rolling Nose. Shout out to the neighborhood call.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, neighborhood, man, go listen to their Drink Champs interview.
Okay. Definitely.
Because, man, there's so much information and there's so much history behind these this group and what these men did. I was one of the artists that was groomed in the Death Row camp.
Shout out Sandman.
To see where they are right now is amazing. They bought Rage back. They bought
I saw that, bro.
They bought my dog Rage back out, man.
Did she got an Afro Puff still?
Man,
listen, Lady Rage was cold, man.
Man, Rage was it.
Rage, and a hilarious actress.
Rage was it, and Rage was man, Rage was the person that showed me like Rage was one of the people that told me that love was love, Mike. Because people don't realize like Rage used to be around us. Talking about he got a room full of Crips, Bloods, all of that. Man, Rage was married to a bearded white boy biker.
Oh yeah. I didn't know that.
Man, listen.
So, Jack, you had Yo-Yo with you too then. Yo-Yo was round. No,
Yo-Yo was more ruthless.
Okay.
She was in, and she came in and like they didn't really, Death Row had a couple other females that really didn't blow up, but they was just like Diamond and my homegirl Morticia. Like Tish was oh my God. But it was, but it sometimes, that's just how it goes down. But I can't say that to look at the emergence of hip hop now and to watch them bring back our style of hip hop and the hip hop that we love.
Yes, sir.
I think they did a wonderful job.
King Jab, please, as somebody who lived through and survived the onslaught of gangbanging that happened in the late 80s and mid 80s, late 80s, and early 90s up through the 2000s in California, in the belly of the beast. Please explain to our listeners what you explained to me about Kendrick Lamar's concert.
Oh my God. You if you haven't watched the Pop Out, I think this was really a West Coast concert. We just let y'all come see it. You know what I mean? Because man, what Kendrick did, the amount of hoods, the Crips, the Bloods, the amount of people that normally and generally wouldn't even be in the same room. We like if we go in the room and y'all there and we know we can't just do it here, we'll just leave because we ain't gonna even be in the same room because we don't want to mess up the vibe and the vibe go get ruined if we stay here. That was amazing. For him to bring Dre out, that was amazing. And I think that they're showing this hasn't been done since the Second Truth. And it's showing a new unity in California because man, they wilding. Bro, these Negroes robbed the Secret Service, man. Bro, my homies out there sitting on the seat.
Hey, listen.
Bro.
Yeah, when I sent you that story, bro. When I sent you that story, I was dead, man.
But you don't realize I'm sitting here like thinking in my mind, like, bro, I'm in the car, but like, hold on, pull over right here. I'm finna rock. What did you finna? Oh, I know he got what you thought. You know he had some big stuff in the car.
And but it got him too, Kings. Yeah, it got him, broke him,
leaning on him. Like, yeah, but that's the. So this is what you got. This is what he united, man. But he united a bunch of Negroes that. Boy, we got the nuts to rob the Secret Service. Y'all talking about the rappers coming out here, man. We don't care, bro. We gonna rob the one that's protecting the president family, bro. We don't even care nothing about that, man. So just put that on top. Put that in between the bread of what he did, man. It was amazing, man. I think I'm gonna go back and watch it, but I think the biggest part of the whole thing, and I actually hate that it had to come as at the destruction of another person. What you say, Drake played the song at his which, I mean, I think that at this point, like, that's probably the only play you can make.
Man rapped his own diss record.
So yeah, I think that it's showing us at a pivotal time that we can't operate as one. I think that by being done in Juneteenth, that was impactful.
Yes, sir.
And I think that we have to realize that we can, like, bro, we down here in St. Pete fighting about these little bitty raise deal, and y'all act like it's real beef. Like people act like they really beefing with me, bro, and I done survived Crippin' and Blood.
Yes,
y'all
sir.
ain't seen beef.
Come on now. That's the truth, bro.
Y'all ain't seen, but the reason why my mama moved me back to Florida, because she said, take out the trash. I went and got my gun and put it in the back of my back,
Right
on
on.
my waistline, and picked the trash up and took it outside.
Yes, sir.
It was at that point she was like, I gotta get, if you need to take, if you gotta go get fired to take the trash out, that's
That's
an
right.
issue.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
it's just showing that the unity, man. I hope it become infection. I hope it become the new virus.
Yes, sir.
Black unity.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
It will be. It will
yeah,
be.
like if it become a virus, that'll be amazing.
It will be. It's
And,
going to catch on all over the world, too, King Jab. Expect this in Brazil and Venezuela and Colombia. It's happening everywhere.
And we got to get up out of here, man. So take us on out, man. Let's push it along, bro.
So we are at Voice of the People. You know King Jab, Voice of the People, every Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The sharpest, coldest, coolest, baddest, and flyest show on your radio. That's King Jab, the Voice of the People, 99.1 FM, WJM, 99 Jams, the Bird Care Festival Radio. Thank you for allowing us in your homes, cars, or wherever you may be listening to this. King Jab, what you got for us to leave with, brother?
Hey, man. All I can say is just be alive to see you next week. All of us. Let's just all be alive to be here next week. That's the plan and the goal and the mission.
King Jab, can we say very briefly, free Imam Jamil Al-Amin and all political prisoners, free Omali Isha Taylor, free Penny Hess, and free Jesse Neville, the Uhuru 3. We would like to say free them and all political prisoners.
Absolutely, man. We are.
WUJM, St. Petersburg, 99 Jams.
Gospel lovers, are you ready for some church? The Angels Gospel Show is back with a bang. Bring to you gospel.
Reach your leads anywhere, anytime with GetZot Connector. As a marketer, you're always looking for new and innovative ways to reach your audience. However, with so many devices and social media platforms available, it can be a challenge to connect with your leads and potential customers effectively. This is where GetZot Connector app comes in. With our all-in-one marketing solution, you can engage with your leads on any device and through various channels quickly and easily. Let's take a closer look at how GetZot Connector can help you connect with your customers, improve response rates, and grow your business. GetZot Connector is a full-featured mobile app that connects you with your leads and customers through various channels like Phone Connect, voicemail drops, SMS, MMS, emails, and Facebook Messenger. This means you can engage with them on any device and through multiple channels, which is essential to effectively reach your audience in today's